Okay guys, welcome once again to my channel. I want to show you how to crop pictures in 5 minutes. So let's look for a picture to crop, and we are using quick selection tool to achieve this. Okay, let's use this scale. So let's open it up on Photoshop. Good. Okay, now don't forget, use W as a shortcut key. When you press W on your keyboard, shortcut key for this will pop out. Good. Now I want to show you some new features in Adobe Photoshop 2020. So we can select objects. When you use this, just right click and you see this object selection. You click. Now you select round, like you can click outside this image, like click and drag down like this. Now Photoshop will read the image that is inside this document and it will select it automatically for you without stressing yourself. But the only adjustment you have to do is to arrange the edges of the object. So let's do that quickly. So we will still use our quick selection tool. You right click and use this other one, quick selection to the second tool there. Then make sure this is in plus, because this plus now is to add, y minus is to subtract. So we use plus now, and you will have to use your keyboard keys, bracket keys in your keyboard. Either you increase or you decrease. So then you just tap on the part that you don't want. Something is happening here. Sorry guys, going back. Okay, so we just keep rolling like that, small. Keep rolling. Then the part that is popping out, you use the minus. Remember, the minus brush is to subtract from selection. You've seen it. So we just roll a little bit down. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. You achieve that while you are using select and max. So let's just complete this process before we move into that select and max. This one is giving me a headache. Just okay. Now let's zoom out to see. If you check now, you see that the image is selected properly. Now the next thing you do is to max. Forget it, so you max your, what is this? Sorry. Okay, this is where you max. This max icon here. Once you click max, it takes out the background and keeps the object. Now for the part that were not properly cropped, like the edges, you use select and max. Just right click on this max here, layer max, then you click on select and max. Once this comes up, you work with this radius, smooth and shift edges. So we have to adjust this radius a little bit. It depends on how your image, like the edges of your image, look. This smoothing now helps to compose the edges, to smoothen the edges. Like for example, if your edges are sharp, you use smooth here to smoothen it. Then now shift edges. Like if you have some edges that are popping out, You can use one to either shift it inside or you can increase it. So for this one we are going to reduce it to something around 26 minus 26. Then you click OK. That is all. That's how you crop a picture very fast. So let me show you with another picture. Let's look for another picture. For example, like what this one does now, it works faster on a picture that has just one background. So let's look for another picture that has many background, like the one that has more than two backgrounds. Okay, I'm looking for a picture. Let's look. Okay, for example, I'm not seeing the picture yet, but I hope you understand. I'm looking for a picture. Looking for a picture. Most of the images here I can't use them because of copyright. So let's look for the ones. Okay, same thing with this other person. Same thing with this girl. Let's use girl on. For example, now you see. Let's go back to our quick selection. W. Then you right click, select object. Now you can start from this angle, drag it down. Once you release your mouse, you see it select the image properly, like because this one has just one background, so it will select properly and you may not see sharp edges. And what you do here next, just to mark. Once you mark, the background is gone. But as you have marked, you see that there's some, like the color of the background is still sticking to the body of the model. So you just right click on the mask again, select mask. So let's reduce and let's increase the radius. Then we smoothen and also we reduce the shift edge too. Now let's take a look. See, it's hidden a little bit. Now for this other part that is popping out, this yellow background, you can use eraser, magic eraser, to take out that part. So let's zoom in, and don't forget, before you can do this, you have to put it back to this icon, because if it is on this particular layer mask thumbnail, it will not work. So you have to click here to be sure. Then you now activate the quick eraser or magic eraser with your E, like press E on your keyboard. Now there are so many erasers on that too. Number one is main eraser, one is background eraser, and number two is magic eraser. So we are going to use magic eraser. You just click and it takes out the yellow background, and that is it. So with this now we can replace it with another background. For example, let's go and look for a background now. Just look for another background. Maybe something like this. Yes, let's bring this inside and just bring it. And don't forget to make this thing appear. To make this picture appear behind this model, you have to move this layer up. You can see the image is appearing on top of the background now, because if it is below, the whole background will cover it, but if it is on top, it will appear on the background. I hope you have learned something today. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. More videos are dropping soon.